Hello and welcome back. Today we've got a different train drive this time. This is called Simrail, from a company called Simrail, which is easy enough to remember. Completely different to the Dovetail games. Dovetail are bringing out Train Sim World 5, 10 quid more than last year. It seems like that's what they're going to be doing every year, is bringing it every year on the dot to the last one. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give Simrail a try and see how we go with that. In all honesty, I had quite a few hours at it now. It's basically two games in one. You can either be a driver or you can be a dispatcher. I've had to go at a little at both. The dispatching I haven't had so much. I've just had a couple of hours today, or 3 or 4 hours. But I think I've got there. I think I've sussed it. With Simrail, you basically left your own devices in figuring things out. That takes a little while, so it's always good to YouTube, Google, whatever you need to do. But other than that, it's not too bad. What else can I say about it? I would say this is a little bit more in depth, more immersive, more technical than Dovetail Games is Train Sim World 5. In many aspects, as you'll see, you've got dispatchers as you come into stations and stuff. You don't use a D-pad for this. You tend to use your mouse and your keyboard. A lot more things to remember. Far more complex, I would say. I think the graphics are good. Frame rates do drop out and it freezes. And the biggest part of it is multiplayer. Now, I didn't think I was going to like multiplayer, but I actually like multiplayer better than a single drive. A single drive can be quite long, quite boring, but you're the only train on the tracks. So, but if you go into multiplayer, other players are on there. The routes are a little bit less than what you can do. If you go on to single player, you can do a 4-hour train journey if you want to. There's only one route in Poland. A bit of a drawback on that, but bear in mind it's a long drive. So 3 or 4 hours, where with Dovetail games you drive, game over, poof, done. Half hour, an hour, hour and 10, probably a max. This you can keep on going, so which is really good. So we'll jump into it. I'm going to bring the screen up. So this is your screen as it comes along. I don't know if I can actually get the video to move over. I don't think I can, but never mind. So we'll get into it. So Train Driver is where you would start. When you first play this, to play multiplayer, you have to do one tutorial at least. So in here, you give it a few minutes. I mean, look at that backdrop, that looks lovely. You would go into one of these, here, click next. He says, thought I'd clicked it. And then you would go and do a tutorial, and that's the train I did actually do, is it's got a tick next to it. And you've got these other trains you can play. Some you have to buy the train, but I just do it in the ones that you need to. Obviously you've got the Pandolino, which I'm learning. I haven't got it started yet. I haven't managed to work that one out. So if we go back out there, because what I do tend to like to do is I like to play multiplayer. Multiplayer is where it all happens. This is the big catch for it. So if we go into multiplayer, these are all the servers. So you've got English, Dutch, Spanish. You've got all these different ones, different scales. So if we were just refresh it. In this one, there's no one in there. There's 3 people in that one in there, and these are dispatchers. So you've got different dispatchers and stuff. It looks like more people prefer dispatching. 8 dispatchers in there. 13 people, 13 drivers. I think we might go for that one. And then go next. And it's going to ask me, do you want to be a driver or do you want to dispatch? I want to drive this time. I will be miles behind. Then you get to choose the journey you want. So Pandolino, they go. I suppose, yeah, because I haven't really got to start it. How long is that? 1 hour and 26. 4 minutes. 1 hour 16. 44 minutes. haven't done the paneling, but I might try and go for a train I do know. 32. 1 hour 32 in that one. Go in that one. Oh, no. Oh dear. Didn't really want to do that, but looks like we're going to do it anyway. I'm double clicked here. When you go into this to start with, the game is in auto mode, so it's being driven by AI. And then you just click the auto and then you take control. So if you want to see it through, depending on where the train is in its journey as well, you might decide, no, I don't want to do that yet. I want to do blah, blah, blah. Now, this handling, I've not driven, so I wasn't going to do the normal one. We'll give it a go to start with. If it don't go well, and then we'll move over and do something else. So on a train that I can do. This is what it's all about. You have to really learn. So it takes a while for this all to boot in because it's obviously got to do all the servers and stuff. But like I say, going back to Transcend World and Dovetail Games, Transcend World 5 is coming out on the 17th of this month. There's a free starter pack upgrade, what they call it, so I shall get that, but I'm not paying 40 quid for a game that's only got a few odd bits and pieces in there. I've been on the fence about it. It's not going to take long now. I've been on the fence a little bit about it, and I really wasn't sure which way I'm going to jump. It's caused massive backlash, more than it did last year when we jumped to Transcend World 4, which had a lot of changes in it, which seemed quite interesting. But this time around, I would say there's not enough in there for me to say, yeah, I've got to have it. I thought it was poor this year. It was weak. But that's just my view. Other people got different views. I may buy it at another point. Depends. I'm just going to see how people get on with it and go from there. So it does take a while to load in, like I said. But once you're in, we're in the game, and I don't even know how long we're driving for because I double clicked on something I shouldn't have done and it just sent us in there. I've never driven this train in my life before, so this is going to be interesting. We'll have a little play with it, see what I can make of it. Might as well learn with me, see what goes and what don't go. I haven't got a clue. And in this, there's no save, so you have to, if you're on a 3-hour journey, you've got to do a 3-hour journey. There's no save in the game, but you can dip in and dip out. You can actually put it back to auto if you want to go off and have your dinner or something, and then the train will drive itself for a little while. Takes a while getting used to. It's that's the biggest thing I think I found was getting used to all the different ways of doing things. And I don't know if these things shut down on me really quickly, but I put this point of what I'm doing, because I've only had it 2 days, as training, learning the ropes. So dispatch is good fun, and you can spend 7 or 8 hours doing that. Yeah, you can stay there while the server's open. The servers are normally open good 4 or 5 hours probably, but that's done in real time as well with real players and stuff. So if it's half hour for that train to come through, it's half hour. So it all depends on what part of the track you want to go and be doing all that. I'm going to do a separate video, I think, of that. I've only touched on the surface of it to know what I've got to do, but I do like it. It's quite nice to be able to sit there, but you watch the trains coming past you as well, which is nice. So they've done a good job of that. So it's 2 games in one. If you're not much into the train journey, here we go. We're loading in. If you're not too much into it, in the sense of like the trains, give the dispatch a go. It really is worth it. So it'll be interesting. I was just looking for a substitute just in case, and this seems like pretty good. Future content for this is going to improve as well. There's going to be more maps and stuff apparently, so add-ons, which is pretty great. I think this says about 500 kilometers or something like that altogether along the tracks. So it's enough to keep you busy. I just hope I got the right things all set up as well, because you can easily turn things off that you didn't. Yeah, just pushing the wrong button turns things off. So you have to be a little bit careful. Yeah, as you learn your way around it. Yeah, you have to take it easy. if you are dovetail and you've been looking at this thinking, would it be a good substitute? It's better than a good substitute. I really do think this is better than Train Sim World 4 and 5. I just think in my personal view, it's better. I prefer it. It's more interactive. There's so much going on rather than just sitting there driving and just holding on to stuff. You've got so much. You've got to have permission from the dispatcher to leave, and you sometimes have to. Oh, bloody hell! Maybe jump. So there we are. So we're in auto at the moment, and we're moving off. I think we've got to wait for the server to catch up with itself because it doesn't look right. So as you can see, we're on a red at the minute, coming up to, there we go. So we're just leaving by the looks of it. I know it's just pulling in, so we can take control of it after this. That's the actual player there because their name's on there. Train number and their name. Okay, so we need to open the doors up. Have a look around, don't know. We can see from this side. Oh, this is our train. Okay, so we can, I think we can go. Yeah, we can. It wants to do this thing. Now we've got to figure out how to move. Don't move. Brake pipe. Don't know. I think we're going to have trouble with this. Don't know where everything is. Yeah. I don't even know where the brake pipe thing is. To be quite honest. Okay, what we'll do, kill out of this for now. So, return to main menu. Yep. Okay, we'll start again. One mistake, I shouldn't have done that anyway, so. Multiplayer. Let's refresh those. What we got? English, 15 in there, let's try that. Driver. Next. Look for a train you can drive. Do it in a minute. Do one of these. Aha, 21 minutes. There we go, 40. That'll do it. There we go. Play. Shouldn't take so long to load in because it should know that we're going on that one. So, yeah, so that's the first thing. You have to make sure that you know how the train works before jumping in. It's just to also just proves to you, you just can't just jump in straight away and expect to drive. You've got to do the tutorials. Although I haven't seen one for the Pandolino, so I'm going to actually have to probably Google and find out and learn that way. There are a lot of online tips and tools and lots of helpful people that will guide you through. Gone quiet, there we go. like I say, it probably won't take as long this time. I prefer a train. I have actually got used to. Like I say, it might go pretty belly up as I'm learning, but it'll give you an essence of what the game's all about when we can get into one. There's that's filling the void. It's always good to have a sing song while you're filling the void, but then again, you don't want to hear me sing. Could crack jokes for the next minute, I suppose, but who knows? This is probably where I guess the drawback comes from it is that you wait for it to load in the whole. Yeah, it's got to load in the server, your route, everybody that's involved. It's got to load in information for dispatchers so they know. Here we go, we're going in. So they know what we are, where we're running to, and you can actually speak to a real life dispatcher. They can contact you for a mic. You can talk back, which is quite handy. It's quite nice. If the dispatcher's not there, an AI will control that dispatch box. Sometimes you could be travelling, sometimes we could be in a station. So, as you saw in the last one, we were just coming into the station. So it'd be interesting to see if we're at a station or if we're actually on the move. Because you're catching these at the right time for that server. The weather's dynamic as well, so you don't know what you're getting. You don't even know what the time scale is until you're in. So it could be a nighttime drive, it could be a daytime drive, it could be snowy, it could be absolutely anything. And we've got a nighttime drive. And I'm taking control. You do have a lot of, where are we, 2 kilometres, next stop. You do have a lot of PZB and all that going on, and you're really tested to the limit on that. This is what I mean by it freezing out every now and again. I'll do this as the game starts to settle. Make sure you do get those clicks in as well. The game needs time to settle as well, I think, so see how we get on. We're in a tunnel. Better lights are better in a tunnel for this. He's on a long freeze here. It's going well, this I think she's gone a bit mad. There we go. That's the only drawback to it. Okay, we've got to get down to 40. And there we go. I broke the security protocol. This is where the brake pipe comes in, so I know where it is on this unit. So you have to come to a full stop. Empty your brake. Give it a second or two. And get going again. That's when you don't hit your switch for when it warns you. It's testing you to make sure you're not falling asleep. Oh, I hope I ain't going to glitch too much like this. It's a bit more than what it normally has been doing. And we are coming up to a red. We are actually stopping at this one. And then I tend to push along it while it's in the green and it says you can stop now. You don't have to stop exactly at the bottom end of the thing. You can stop anywhere on the station. As long as you stop before the red light, that's the main thing. So we'll stop around there here somewhere. And then you open up your doors. He's got wing mirrors? No, sometimes you get wing mirrors so you can see what you're doing. You can see the clock there is counting down to... So we'll get those doors closed. And then we can, yep, we're good to go. And that's the dispatcher giving us the all clear to move. Going too fast. Now, like I say, you got to clear those messages, those tests. And then we'll be cleared to 90 kilometers very shortly. Lights in the tunnels are a lot better in this unit. And we've got 2.4 kilometers to go to our next station, so don't take long. That's an AI train. What you can also do is go with your cruise control, get it to go to wherever it is you want it to get it to. Another easy way of doing things. When we're on a green for now. Now you are supposed to sound your horn at certain times, but I haven't properly figured that out yet. Well, I just do it every now and again. So we're coming up to our station. And we've got a red straight after, so it's going to tell us we're going to start coming into a station. So we'll start to slow down, start to approach. And we can stop at any point now. And we're going to overrun most of it. Maybe not. She takes quite a bit to stop. There we go. So open the doors. Timer starts starting. We're here for a minute. A little bit brake on. So we're here for a little while until the dispatcher tells us we can leave. What have we got out here? Not many passengers are here, if any. Our lights flashing around at different angles. You can actually look around as well. And because you're on obviously cruise mode, you can just hit this and it will just get you to 90. About the last 3 or 4 seconds your whistle will go and you can move, depending on if that light changes as well. Hopefully we're on the right track, because your radio's here, you get to use as well. Still on red at the moment. Now we've got green, we can go. Keep you accelerated down for a minute. So we've got 3.4 kilometres to the next station, which is Warsaw. You have to get those quick as well. We'll be changing in 290 metres. And we can up the ante to 100. Like I say, it keeps you busy because you've got things to do. You also have to keep an eye on these signal lights. That orange means it's okay to carry on, but just be careful. Something could change, like a red, what we've seen in the past. And you can see it in the distance there flashing away. 120 is our next speed. I'm probably going to stick at 100, I think. We've got to get down for a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit very quickly. Bring it down to 40 if you have to. And we are coming up to our next station, funny enough. Like I say, they creep up on you real quick. As you can see, it's completely different to the way that Train Sim World works. Starts slowing a bit. There we go, full power on the stop. Then we can open up our doors. We're 2 minutes early, so we've got quite a bit of a wait here. And if you bring that forward and then get down to about there, and you just pull it back, and you've got your brakes set. So we're on a red, 18 metres ahead, so that was pretty cool. You will run those over, but with Train Sim World your game's over. With this it just resets you back behind the last red. So we're just going to now wait. There are normally people around, but I think it's... what time is it? This is looking for a clock. Oh, there we go. 21:13 in the evening. I think opening the right side and opening the wrong side. That one, sure. I think they open when passengers touch them as well, so passengers can open them. We've got 50 more seconds to go. You also have your timetable here, and you can flip through. Then you have to keep an eye on these reds, because you might get your whistle, but this could still be red, depending if it's an AI bot or if it's a person controlling that area, the dispatch area. And we've got a green light, so which is good. I'm driving with the doors open, am I? Sorry about that. I think unlocked, not open. We can actually go to 120, and she gets there quick as well. It's a very short burst to the next stop. I'm just going to bring it down to 80. As we're approaching the next station really quickly. You normally get a warning just as you come in. Yeah, that one bang on. It looks like it's getting us to the end, so it should tell us we can stop now. When we get the doors open again. It spends less time outside of the cab really. I've not really worked out all the camera angles and stuff yet. Make sure the doors are closed this time. And away we go. We haven't got very far to go to our next stop. Just over 1 kilometre. We're going to overshoot on this one. I think we are. Ooh. No, we're just in. Wow. We're going to be collecting our passengers here. It takes a while getting used to on the green, yep. Those doors are still down open. So there's things to get used to. I keep forgetting to lock the door off. Still trying to work out where that horn has to be placed. But us to go green. To be in the right area. And we'll stop here. And then we can open the doors that side. And then we can pop those doors off, I think. Okay, so we've got to do the pipe break. Not sure what's going on there. And then we need to go going. Come on, baby. Get moving. We can see if we can clear this error. This could be. There we go. Sometimes it's to do with the server. Anyway, you catch that error. A little bit of journey to the next one. Cruising at 120. Sometimes you hit a 40 and you don't see it. Yeah, this happens a little bit, so this is just the annoying part of it. So I thought we got away from all this, clearly not. Some of them take a little while to clear. Only happens on the server, so it's got to be the ping on. So you can bring it in on cruise control. I tend to find getting down to about 40 is more manageable. And then she'll tell you when you can, where roughly the area you need to be stopping. Oh, come on. And I think we've overrun. Yep. So in Train Sim World, your game would be over at this stage. What you can do with this one is, once we clear the air brake, Get that back up there. Clear the air brake. It's going to obviously give us a delay at some point. We actually had caught up. Didn't miss by much. Oh, look at this. Come to stop. Okay, you can stop now, which we have done. We can open the doors. Timer starts clicking. Get the door shut, ready to make a move. Oh, away we go. Oh, no. Before we do any of that, stop it. Remember to put it forward. Always remember to put it forwards. Got a 4-minute delay now, so that'll add to your score at the end of it. And I've noticed it's also already got suspension in it, which try and see what I've just come out with. You have to keep an eye on your lights, signals, your speed, your signal things. So with speed restrictions, you have to train's just spawned in. Until I get used to stopping distances and stuff, that's why I'm sort of being a bit more cautious. Yeah, so warn me, I haven't sounded warning signal. This is going to test us. Got it. Not a bad stop, if I say so myself. Get those doors open. Doesn't seem to be many people about at the minute. I'm alright. 9 seconds, so might as well get those closed. That ready. It's 21:31 in the evening. A clear evening as well, so they've got no rain or nothing. You can have stations you drive through as well, and it'll tell you up in the right hand corner there, next stop will drive through. Kilometre, do you think? The dispatcher down there just said exit given to Gloucester. We'll creep up a little bit more. Comfortable stop this time. We can get away. As soon as that goes red or amber, you have to be a little bit careful on the green. The trains are quite quick. They get up to speed quite quick. Obviously we're going past a busy area, but they've got a freight train that's needing to go into a different track. You can have things go on, like kids playing on the rails, or different things going on. Something's broke down. Those kind of things do happen. It's just knowing when to start braking. Figuring is sworn out. Normally you've got all the bits going off at the same time you want to do stuff. Got a 20-second stop here. On green, so we can be at the start of the oil. Our speed limit will go up to 160 in 4 kilometres time. Another train going past us. As you see, I'm playing around with it for a bit. Used to where things are. Because this is the annoying part where it does this. I've tried lossless scaling, but I couldn't get it to work with it. So it's just a matter of just having to wait for it. For it to catch itself up. I'll have to have a look at a few settings, see if I can change a few things. Probably slowed down too quick then. The words mixed up a little bit tired after today, I think. A busy day. Words are not coming out in the right order, you could say. Oh. 18 seconds here. Didn't have to do much radio work today. Might end up doing that by the end of it. Still on green, which is good. AI, you'll see if it's a player that tends to have their name above it. Oh crap. We're actually coming up to being stopped. So. Hopefully we're going to stop in time. Stopped a bit early, but rather that. We're back on green. And we can go to 160. Ready to start with. Let's keep us to 130 rather than 160. But you really do have to get used to those warning signs. I've still ain't got used to them yet. But I've done a lot better this time round. I'm on level 13 now, so which isn't bad. I will let the passengers out and in and out and whatever. They seem to be on a very quiet trip, to be quite honest. Six kilometres to the next one, right? Bit of a journey. Six-minute delay. I had a 49-minute delay the other time I did this. Can I dial in? Yeah, I can dial in 130. Not sounding me on. Sound it now then. Flashing green. I actually said that like I knew what that meant. And I think we're done. That's it. That's how it ends. As brief as that. So that is a run in there, so you can see what it's like. And that just gives you your final bit you do. So we skipped that first bit there. We did most of it. So you can see where we were. Pretty much +3, yeah, +3 there, +3. That's basically where I had that issue. So that costs you time. So as you can see, it's a Polish system. You've got a graph as well that you can throw up here, and it tells you. You'll see all the horns will be missing on there. If it ever wants to load in. Sometimes it takes a little while. But this simrail, this is completely different. I think you agree. It's completely different to Transsim World 4, 5, 900, whatever they're going to start calling it soon. Yeah, I got a little bit disgruntled with Dovetail Games over that. I just think, you know, the 3 or 4 things I put in there could have been patches put in that could have been released into the game. But if it was every 2 years or 3 years, I could understand. But every year sounds to me like a cash grab, especially whacking it up a tenner as well, which I think is wrong. I don't think it's right. So that's basically driving the train. So we can go back to the main menu when it wants to do it. It's still early access, this one, so it's got quite a few bugs and things in it, so which you got to expect. And then you can either go train driver, you can go back into looking at another train if you wanted to do a run the other way. At the moment, like I said, it's only down to that one route, but as you can see, 44 minutes. I mean, you can do 2 or 3 hours on these. I haven't come across one yet that's done 2 or 3 hours, but you can do that on the single track runs if you want to. I would strongly suggest before going into multiplayer, get used to it by just going into a train driver and doing a few runs up and down until you get used to the train you want to use. Then once you start understanding how the dispatch works, we didn't come across any of the issues you'd normally come across, like where dispatch makes you wait outside the station and you have to ask permission to go through a red and you have to wait for your white icon to come up. All that kind of stuff goes on. So there's a lot more to it than what you've seen today. Today's was an easy run. Wasn't expecting it to be that easy. And obviously you've got your settings down here for all your different things. It does say you've got like some control of the keypad, but I find it easier with the keypad and the mouse. It just seems a little bit easier as well. Less rushed in what you're doing. So. And that's it. I'm going to leave up there because it's just run over the hour. So I'm going to do a part 2, which is going to be basically when you go into here. Let's just say choose. Now I've got one dispatcher. You go in there, you go in next. You choose dispatch, go in next. And then you choose which station or which hut you want to be in. So if you want to go here. So you've got an old system here. That's the system to go for. Difficulty level 2. Yeah. It'll probably take a while to go in, but we'll do a full in-depth one on this at a later stage. So I'm just going to pop out of there, leave that. That's simrail in a nutshell. I like it. 9 out of 10, easy for me. It's quite addictive, hard to put down. I personally think it's actually better than Train Sim World 4. That's my own personal view. Other people might find that Train Sim World 4 is more suited to their need rather than anything else, but I do like the more complex stuff. It's far more complex if you actually buy the game, which is actually cheaper than Dovetail's Train Sim World 4. You'll find, yeah, it's not straightforward. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say goodbye. Until the next time, keep an eye out. Like I said, I'm going to do a dispatcher one. That does take hours. You could be in it hours doing it because you have to wait in real time for the trains. Okay, so before I rattle on anymore, I'll leave all the surprises till the next time. Until the next time, thank you, goodbye, and I'll see you again soon.